Hello everybody, Messenger here again with another episode of BeamNG Drive Career Mode with the RLS Career Overhaul mod. Honestly, I forgot what episode number this would be. I think it's 25? I do apologize again. I know I say it a lot, but had to do some moving and stuff, but besides the point. Anyway, we got some content here. We got some good stuff going. And I don't even remember really what we were doing in last episode. I don't really have too much of a plan for today's episode. I guess we can call it kind of some chaos or something. Yeah, I got some mud barrel stuff we could do from some of the missions here. Oh, I'm not driving off over there. Otherwise, yeah, all of our racing stuff is pretty much done except for some freeform crawling stuff. So let's go give that a shot. So we're going to hop on into good old Vertex here. It's definitely been a little bit used to the steering, gearing, and etc. here. Still really happy every time that I use this controller, though. So I'm able to actually drive reasonably so. Ooh, killed it. I say that I'm driving reasonably, and then I kill it. Huh. Kill it again. This guy's stopped for the light, but he's a little bit into the intersection there. I'm not sure what that is. The engine kind of chugging on its own there. Yeah, we can see it's just doing its own thing. It's not really up to me. We got our location here. Perfect. So we got 1, 2, and 3 should all be right here. And of course, we're going to take the classic base model of the hopper. Their goal is to try to basically get no penalty points, but in under 14 seconds. So one of those kind of difficult things. I think I've done this before. Pretty much just go for it really fast. I mean, it's not our vehicles, so we don't have to worry. If we damage it, we damage it. No big deal. So, yeah, we'll head on through all of that stuff, and then over that. Man, my camera angle is weird that it gave me there. Make sure we are in a 4-wheel drive. There we go. Well, I did gain penalty points. Uh-oh. Kind of got stuck already, honestly. A little bit into that hole there. Pretty good stop right there. So yeah, we only got the 5 penalty points, which isn't bad. We didn't get any bonus objectives. But again, really, we've got so many of the vouchers. I mean, that's pretty much all that I'm ever going to use now for bearing vehicles provided that we have an accident forgiveness, so that way we don't jack up our score that way. So we got another one here, basically similar deal, a little more challenging. Should be able to get on through it pretty quick and easily though. So it looks like we go up and over. We got to avoid some of the posts. It's giving us that weird camera angle again. Let's go with low gear. Pretty decent. I think we actually aced it? Wow, just aced it. That's pretty good. I wouldn't say I'm an expert at off-roading, but I do like to think that I have a generally good skill level with it, you know. Let's see. So this one, again, pretty much the same exact thing. 30 seconds as well, so same as the last. Be a little bit more difficult because we got some hay bales that'll be in the center there. And those will move around, and we've got to try to line that tire up with that dome kind of thing in the middle as well, or just go, well, we can't go around the right side because we will straddle over that hay bale. I remember that much for sure. So 4 low. And we got 5 points there. Uh-oh. Yeah, we're gonna have to just do that real quick. Just keep a little bit of speed here. No? Okay, whoop. Hit a camera button on there as well. There we go. Now we can restart. We'll give this another shot. It keeps giving me the weird camera angles. That's a little crazy, but alrighty. And it really does not want us to touch those because that will give us penalty points there, but I can't even... because we only have an open differential, so... just do a big burnout, I guess. The tires are just not grabbing anything. This one's definitely a lot more of a challenge, though, I'll state that for sure. Yeah, not getting through that. Give it one more attempt here. We'll get it. Definitely get it. If I don't roll over. Okay, let's try that again. Let's go a little bit slower, not get too crazy here, just like I was before. Oh, I hit A on accident there. We did ace it. Okay, that's good. So we aced the introduction to freeform crawling, so there should be some more crawling type of stuff in here. This list is pretty long, I gotta be honest. We got the dockyard trial here. So we'll go ahead over that way. Did we see that? The car just dropped from the sky right there. Not really for the sky, but it dropped from a good ways up, that's for sure. Oh man, they damaged the induction system here, so less on the boost, that means. That's okay. Just gotta wait for our red light here, it looks like. Listening to the birds. Well, that's really what that could look like. Oh, no. Oh, ouch. I wish I had like a replay mode for that or something. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. I seen the accident coming, but I was figuring it was going to go off to the right-hand side, and then it did not. Should still be able to drive. But we're not going to be very straight, and I know that. Yep. Yeah, you got off easy there. We'll head on over there anyway. Maybe actually, I think what we'll do is take a left here, go back over to our house here and hit this repaired real quick. I just noticed something. Maybe this has been a thing for a while. If I tap the brakes, you can see the bulb for just a moment. Let's go on in here. So we can see the bulb in there, kind of. And then it's just white for a second after. That's a little interesting, but all right. Let's go ahead and get the car fixed. That's a pretty good one. Thank goodness for a roll cage, right? That probably saved a little bit of hassle in that. So we're going to have to do a repair. We have an accident forgiveness. So, yeah, we use their voucher. We all still have 56 more. It's a little bit nuts, to be honest. But, hey, there's missions and stuff. So we can do that. So we got to go down by the docks there on this side, not on the island. I don't know why I went so far ahead. I will be honest, I am a little bit tired, but it's BeamNG, man. I gotta play. Got ourselves another red light, of course. It's just like the town I live in. You pull up to a light, and it will have just turned green moments before, and it'll turn red right away on you. We're actually going to turn up here one more. There we go. So I think it's going to be here. Yes, stockyard trial crawl. In the hopper here. And the more off-road oriented hopper as well. So things should be a little better. We should have lockers maybe. Ooh, this looks like a bit of fun here. I have done these back when they came out. It has been a while. So we definitely want 4 low locked. Let me just kind of hold steady on the speed here. There we go. Doing good. Being that we're on the asphalt or the concrete here, we're not too worried about that. Not too bad. $17 penalty points? Is that what I've really seen? Holy cow. Probably from when I got stuck on that too, but we got 2 stars. Let's give it one more shot here. We'll see if we can actually get it with 3 stars here. Rear drive shaft broken. Really? Oh yeah, I got caught up in that. Give that another shot here. That's not really the path I originally took. And my what happened to the steering? Wow. Yeah, okay. What we're gonna do, one more try. If I don't get it here, then we'll carry on to the next one. But I really would like to try to get this 3-starred. 2 penalty points so far, so damage is definitely where the penalty points are coming from, you know, I mean, makes sense. My steering's all messed up again as well. Yeah, that seems to be a common issue here with this one, in that little square section right there. So we'll go ahead and we'll abandon. We'll find the next one. What? It just threw my car around. Okay, that's interesting. Not sure what's up with that, but carrying on, I suppose. Back on into here. And we'll scroll on down. We got the gauntlet. Ooh. And that is over in another parking lot. The one with the parking garage area there. Oh, it is right back there. Okay. Okay, turn around or reverse or whatever. There we go. The gauntlets. We'll take the even more off-road oriented hopper on this one. We're gonna see how well this goes. I'll probably leave it in high gear. It seems like low gear is a little excessive. I mean, at very infrequent times when I actually need it. But then looking at this, I don't know. Definitely go locked at least. This being an auto manual kind of sucks because we get this kind of a lag between when I'm hitting the gas and not actually getting anything going here. It's like getting caught. We're picking up a lot of penalty points in here. Oh, it just about bounced me out of bounds there. I don't need that. Oh wow, it gives me 10 per each. Yeah, let's restart this deal here. Leave it in low gear this time. Just doing a light wheelie up that. Honestly, I don't know how I would feel if that were real, you know, in real life, sitting there driving like that. Of course, you can't actually see like I'm seeing here, so there we go. We're managing with a lot less on the penalty points. In fact, 0 for that section. That's beautiful. There we go. Nice and slow. The brakes slightly as we go. course, I get it peach now. And just do that. I gotta maintain a little bit more speed here. Some pretty good obstacles here, that's for sure. Still managing to have 0 on the points, so that's the good thing. That should get us 3 stars that way at least. Little squeak there, that was kind of funny. I think my steering has gone a little crooked. I'm not for sure on that, but okay, we'll just keep pursuing here. I gotta back up and push her over this way a bit more. There we go. Kinda gotta be my own spotter here. There we are. Kind of. Kind of like getting stuck on into the squares here, though. Really don't like these, but gotten 4 penalty points now. Oh boy. Very steep deal here. Yeah, we're having a hard time with getting over that. There we go. Oh boy. It's 10 points just for that. Oh man, yeah, we gotta recover that. I have to do a little maneuvering here. There we go. Provided I take it nice and slow, I should be able to straighten her out a little bit here, hopefully. No, she just wants to go sideways on me. Okay, we'll try a little bit of speed. There we go. Pulling a wheelie all the way on up, though. Oh no. You are not going off that edge. 35 penalty points. Oof. I'm not gonna retry, but that was a pretty good challenge in all honesty, yeah. We've gotten Motorsport Star Collector. I don't know if there's gonna be any other crawls. It doesn't look like there is. It looks like that section, everything has been at least tried. Got everything in the policing section. We got the mud barrels type of a deal. That's another one. What I am curious about, because I'm just being lazy, I'll be honest here. Take this back over here. And let's see, doesn't need anything for that. Let's take a look. Yeah, we only have 42,000 credits, but I want to take a look. See if there's a certain type of vehicle I can find anywhere. Trusted auto, probably not. I don't know if it would qualify as a commercial vehicle or not, or if even it would show up in here. We could definitely look at, for example, buying a bus here. We got this one. I'm curious to see if that actually would count for the taxi stuff, for having that many slots or seats. Or if it doesn't work that way, I'm not very sure. But that's 16,000 for that one, and it has a gasoline engine, rear-wheel drive, 300,000 miles. We're just gonna buy a bus. I just want to buy a bus. I put the mod in there for reasons, so I might as well, right? And then we've got to wait for that to show up, so we can go ahead and drop that into storage. It's going to take 40 seconds for that. We may look into doing some repo stuff as well, maybe next episode, if I remember. Got to be clear on that. It's up to whether or not I remember. We could do some car jockey stuff here as well. Let me know what you guys would like to see next episode. That would be pretty awesome. I'd like to hear what you guys' thoughts are on that, what we should do. Yeah, so here we are. We got 10 seconds. Any moment now. Hurry up. So we got our taxi van over here, which we may end up selling if this works right, but I don't know. Then again, I really like that. And we have a few vehicle slots left, so I mean, I'm not too worried. Let's go ahead and pull out the H series here. And what I am curious about, if I remember correctly, I got to remember what key I set it to. There we are. So, what I am curious about, 6 passengers is what it allows here. So it definitely classifies it like the van itself. I wonder if there's something that I can adjust for that. Because really, I should be able to take 10 passengers at least. 590 per kilometer, only 2 passengers. Phone's up, so I couldn't shift. I forgot about that. We do get all of the fancy mirrors, though. That's the good thing. Although I think the 2 in the very front there on the hood need to be updated or something. I do need to adjust some of these, definitely, if I can. That's pretty neat, though, to be able to see all of that. We pick them up or no? It should, yeah, there we go. Okay, very nice. Where are you? Just wanted me to turn around, I suppose? Okay. Yeah, the ESC we can see back there is really fighting something for some reason. Can't understand what that may be about, but very nice. I don't even really have to look at my blind spot or anything. Bus does drive really nice. I never really did actually test out more than that initial video. So, yeah. It's not exactly fast, though, that's for sure. Commercial policy has decreased to 0.85, so this qualifies as a commercial vehicle. And the bus does drive pretty darn nice, even considering its mileage here. Looks like we're coming up to our spot here. Okay, so earnings-wise, got almost 2,000. So, I mean, that's not bad. But considering fuel prices, I don't know if it is good or not, you know? So we'll leave our phone up. We're gonna see if get any goodies here. I don't get why the map is kind of glitching. That's a little interesting, that's for sure. Let's see, what do we get next here, you know? I got a little bit of an erratic idle, but not really that bad considering it's a gas engine with 300,000 miles on it. Doing pretty good. I might put in a diesel, try and find something that's smaller to make it more efficient with the turbo. Let's see, 1.15K per kilometer, 5 passengers. Oh yeah, we'll do that. That'll be a good bit of money. And they are right here. We could do the whole thing too, and I go over here. I'm trying to remember what the keys were. There are keys though to actually open the doors and stuff. There's nothing here, but it's keys, and I thought there was a thing there, you know, so we could actually stop and open the door, but I know it opens, that's for sure. I mean, this opens too, I'm pretty sure, but I don't recall what the key is for that, so yeah. Let's go ahead and not take too long though. That's full throttle. A little bit of horn there. They're not even doing the 40 here. The bus is catching up to them. Yeah, that transmission's definitely a little bit worn out there. We got something going on with the front end too. I don't know if you guys see what the steering wheel is doing. Holy cow. A little bit interesting there. Does want us to turn left. about 42. I don't know about you, but I have not seen any police vehicles. I don't know why that would be. Everything is running as it should be. But I have not happened to notice any. I don't know if I just got a little hiccup of a glitch or something like that and it didn't spawn them or what. Something weird going on there. I'm not going to deal with that. This too. Sitting so far back. Had to correct real quick there. That wasn't a very smart idea. That guy would have gotten absolutely creamed there by the bus. I got good brakes. Holy cow. Good test for it right there. Yeah, definitely got to do something to upgrade the bus here, though. That is for sure. It is transmission a little bit slow, and just doesn't quite have the power I was hoping it would have. Traffic's just a mild bit infuriating. Made almost 10,000 right there. So far, this is our total. We've made 11K off of just driving around like this. This isn't too bad. Like, if I could get the passenger count to be more accurate, though, that would be nice, but... Let's see if we can find anything more here. I do want to go into here, and we should have some milestones. Yeah, we have this one for 600 credits, so we're up to 37,000 right now. Maybe one more, and we'll go ahead and poke it here. Whoop. There we go. So 794. So we got to pick up some passengers here. Might actually get to see this thing up at nighttime too here. Down to 0.8 on our commercial policy score. That's really good. Let him get ahead. I'm sure I'll catch back up around this corner anyway. Oh yeah. And doesn't look like anybody anywhere, so we're gonna go ahead and go for it. I think we're gonna cruise. We're gonna put some speed down here. I keep getting stuck behind these guys, and I mean, it's just so slow. Oh, yeah. Now he takes off. Well, I'll be passing him pretty soon here. Just got another fine. That's okay. Forgot about that for a moment. It kind of woke me up. Kind of being brainless there. And he's being like zombie mode, I guess would be the best way to put it. Okay, so we made another 10K right there. We'll go ahead and stop driving. We made 20K. I mean, that's a pretty profitable deal. Maybe that's something I'll do there. So towing to garage would take us quite a bit, though. So, yeah. This looks pretty good overall. I'm just trying to think what the heck and doodle it was for that. Whoop. Yeah, the K key. Okay. So you see even the footlight for the steps there, that opens up. So we could definitely do that. Stop. Open up the door. Close the door. So we'll go ahead and cruise on back down towards the, a little bit, I wouldn't say necessarily a drift, but the rear end kind of seemed to like slide almost. But we're going to cruise back to something of a house or something like that, or shop here. Go ahead and put a motor in this thing real quick. Just drop that on in. Just we'll see what we can get for an actual speed here. Like I said, I want to try to find maybe something more diesel-y. Use my turn. The headlights are not very bright. They are not bright at all. Finally reached 80 miles an hour. That's not very impressive at all. Yeah, I have not seen any cops. I should have by now. So, for some reason they're not spawning in, and I don't quite get that. But I guess we'll just take what we get this episode, and I'll kind of dig into it between here. Gotta slow down. Speed trap right there. Bus is definitely fun to drive, though. I gotta be honest. Like, something about it, it drives a little bit different than like a D series or something like that, you know. It's kind of in between. I wouldn't say like an MD series, though, either. It's not as big and clunky as that. Which, I mean, whoever created this mod, awesome job. Now the MD series will make a bigger bus. And the T series will make the big bus, you know, the big 50-some-odd passenger buses. Oh, that would be awesome. Imagine if we could actually taxi like that and do a bus route if they did like that. Ooh, that could be awesome. So, we're going to go into purchase parts, all parts. Let's see what we can get. What do we have here? Upfit gasoline. We're going to go for an upfit diesel, because I do want to do a diesel engine. I got the 6.9 V8 in there. I mean, that's just, wow. So we got the 6-liter diesel racing V8, the 6-liter regular diesel V8, but I think the 4-liter inline 6 with some turbocharging bits into it would be really good. So of course we'll make sure it's ultra heavy duty long block. And Nothing here really that I need to worry about. It has a CJD in there. Interesting. I guess we just leave that, yeah. Traction control, yeah, we'll just manually remove that. But let's see. Line 6 exhaust. That may not work for the bus, but as long as it doesn't make a lot of noise, you know. So yeah, this is definitely a CJD kit. So probably do variable boost turbo. That would be pretty good. We have the standard 6-speed automatic here, but I don't have the late transmission. A 7-speed auto might be nice though. Standard should be, I'm thinking we might go with racing style gear ratio, just to help it kind of shorten up a little bit. Look at that automatic deal there. Front bumper accessory, we could add in something too. Probably wouldn't be too bad. We could put in a crossing arm. That's 12,000. That's a little ridiculous, but that's kind of cool. What about the bull bar in the front? Let's get some light on that there. There we go. So something to kind of help protect the front a little bit, and you know, the event of a little bump or something. Regular front lip, not a big deal. And then yeah, everything else seems pretty decent that way. Body, we got the school bus body. Of course, we got the different stuff that goes here. So we got front inner warning lights. I don't know. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, I got to know how to put those on. That's what I got to do. Front outer warning lights. So we can have the inner and outer there like that. We got to figure out how to operate that, right? I think that's what I'm going to do next episode. We're going to play around with some of the bus stuff here. Definitely going to go through. Yeah, it looks like that's just standard stuff there. Nothing too crazy. I mean, that's really about all that we can do. And we didn't really spend all of our money. Like, sitting right now, we're basically where we started with the episode. But we'll make that up next episode if I figure out how to run everything and do a little bit of something like that. Run some bus stuff. We don't have a front sway bar. Just put in a regular one, so it's still kind of soft. That should do pretty good that way. And other than that, I think we're good. Let's go ahead and, yeah, there is no button thingy there. What I'm curious about, as standard hazards. Okay, so there's something else. Whoopsies. We got interior lights as well with the Y key. So that's pretty good. K key to open up and close the door. And I'm just kind of stabbing random keys here to see what I can get. Horn. Pause. Yep. Nothing else that I can find here, though. Let's... Real quick, we're going to have to deal with this for a moment, but... Real quick, we can go ahead and see if I can find controls in here to actually figure them out, and then we can at least get a look for what things are. Hopefully the lights actually work, because, I mean, having the option up there, it's silly to not be able to use them, right? So, hopefully that works for us. We're just waiting here for the Zeit's graphic utility to do its thing, to allow me into the options menu. And it takes a little bit sometimes because it has to reload all of the graphics, because that's such a great change that they made there. I mean, get it, you want to make sure that the graphic settings get applied, but Maybe once the menu closes, apply it? If that's possible, like something different, please. So we're having to sit here and wait, and now we have to wait again. Shouldn't take quite as long. There we go. Vehicle specific. And nothing relating to those. Oh, there we are. U for the warning lights. That didn't really do anything. I don't have any in the rear though, so maybe that's part of the issue. It's supposed to be U. Yeah, because K is to open and close the doors. So it's supposed to be U. And that key does not do anything, so I'm not sure if it's something that is working or not. But we could definitely see what we get for some turbo power here. 20 pounds. Oh gosh, this thing is going to burn out. It is going to be a burnout bus for sure. Yeah, that's with the fuel on. There we go. I turned that off for a moment. So we've got power. Let's, just as it is tradition, we take it down to the drag track. Does this? Don't tell me. Yeah. It's not exactly great, but that can drift the bus, so that's hilarious. I didn't think I'd make a drift bus, but I did. So yeah, as we have to go to the drag strip, take it down here, see what it does now. Should have done it before and after, we'll be honest, but do the sportsman tree again here. We'll see what we get. See what vehicle it gives us to race. This will be kind of funny, in my opinion. I think this is going to be just hilarious. The school bus here is going to just absolutely crush whatever comes up here. And it looks like we got a bullide. I think we're going to do amazing. Hoping it was a slower version, but this still is pretty impressive for the school bus. No, I wouldn't say necessarily a school bus, just a bus. 14.2. Yeah, wow, look at that. So we did a 14.2. That's pretty good. So reaction time was slower. 60 foot, a little bit slower, not by a whole lot. 330 foot was about a full second there. That's where we started to fall behind. Second and a half at 660. 122 miles an hour down that at the 660 foot. 1,000 foot, 11.7. I mean, the quarter mile and 14.2 at 146 kilometers or 91 miles an hour. That's pretty good. I was reading wrong. Not 122 miles per hour. 76 miles per hour there. And then, yeah, that's okay. That's okay. I think that was pretty awesome. Donuts in the bus. Why not? we're going to overheat it really bad if I keep doing that, so I got to let her cool here. Definitely need to do something with the radiator deal there. And you can actually see I'm not the one applying the throttle, but we can see how much throttle it is applying down there. That's pretty neat to see that. I just can't get over that. I actually can drift this thing. I mean, just imagine getting out with a bunch of people and going for a drift ride in the bus. Whoopsies. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. We got the drift bus here. I wonder if there is something else that I'm missing for making the lights up top work, but I think that's where I'm going to call today's episode, guys. If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure to hit the like button. If you want to see more BeamNG content, go ahead and subscribe, or you can go down to my description, take a look there. I've also got Discord down in the description. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.